Okay, after quite a bit of research and stuff, I got the brakes fixed. It cost about $75 in parts, and then very generous labor. I can't thank the mechanic more enough to with a price of $50. So I was getting quoted $400 from Les Schwab, $600 from General Tire, and they're fixed at 70 plus 50. So what, 120 or so? Yeah. So that's a much better deal, and it helps stave off my. It just helps, maintain my meager savings a little bit. So these are a series of videos that I just kind of have small clips of things that I thought were interesting as the repair was going along here. Tell me, if you guys turn off the lights for the ABS here, you have some kind of something.
We're not allowed to turn the lights off.
For the ABS, turn off the code.
We're not
You're not allowed to do that?
Off.
Okay. Familiar with that at all?
Oh, I just snapped it in there.
That's part of your tool?
Yeah, it's okay. It's no big deal. It happens.
Wow.
That's what happens when you get...
I might actually... Oh, you have others?
Yeah, I have others.
'Cause I might actually have one too, but if you got another one. Brake problem, I was taking a risk.
Right.
I just didn't understand the problem entirely. Now, with this, there's a way to test it. You push in the piston, I believe, to make sure, or the rods. You make sure the rods are moving and not seized.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was a concern, actually.
These are the rods that it's talking about right here?
Yeah, the boot might be torn.
I actually want to see if this is an Allen wrench or what that's holding this in. And it is. Alright, so I'll have to go get some Allen wrenches.
A little dusty.
Yeah, that's alright.
Huh, somebody put some, I've never seen anything like that.
So that's from your rim?
Yeah.
Where your rim was sitting up against it?
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm gonna have to go grab some Allen wrenches.
Alright, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, just kind of taking a closer look inside. Looks okay. Not sure about this sensor for the ABS.
Linkage arms look good.
Yeah, so
Everything looks good though, honestly. Your lower ball joint is fine.
well, that's reassuring. Okay.
So it is just the brakes and the rotor.
Great,
So,
that saves me. This is $78 with these.
Yeah, no.
So I was looking at like hundreds.
No, I'm glad
So,
that I could.
hours.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't have bothered me.
Oh, well, I would have had to walk it over there, and it's a pretty good distance.
Yeah. I mean, look at it this way though. You could always get those resurfaced, and bam, you got another set.
And the price is similar. It's $10 cheaper to have it resurfaced compared to getting new ones.
Oh.
And yeah, once again, I can't keep things in my car.
Right.
I'd be willing to offer them to you.
I mean, honestly,
You probably don't need them.
I'm not a big Ford guy.
I have specific versions, and
Yeah.
you probably do a redneck brake bleed too, then, right? With the plastic bottle.
You technically don't have to if you're not breaking into the system. But yes, I have done it. Because when you break into the system, when you crack it open,
Yeah.
then you're releasing oxygen into the system. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you don't need to do it. Because
Okay. I'll avoid the brake thing.
I mean, you don't want to have to go buy fluid, do you?
No, it's kind of a hassle.
So I mean,
I watched some videos on the brake fluid stuff, and it's pretty complicated. There's several ways to do it,
yeah.
and they're all not easy. You could do it by yourself. I don't know if you have it, but there's like some kind of air pressure. You put a pressure on the top, the reservoir. You
Yeah.
put a pressure, and
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's-
think I know what you're talking about. So what I'm trying to do here is,
Yeah,
usually I would cut this off with your boot,
Yeah, no leaks. All
and
right.
it would be leaking through here,
Yeah.
or it'll be leaking through here.
All right. Yeah, I've kind of like gone low on brake fluid. I've lost brake fluid somewhere.
Somewhere you've
But-
lost brake fluid?
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of a mystery. It's kind of a slow leak,
Right.
and they sell brake fluid at gas stations. I think for a reason,
Yeah.
maybe because
I mean, it happens.
yeah.
Honestly, anything can, you can start to lose more turns, and that's 20 pounds. Because you're
Okay. Yeah.
I can produce more torque than
It-
an actual torque bar, because the human body's stronger
Oh,
than a
yeah.
torque bar.
I think I don't know exactly how it feels to use a torque bar, but it looks like it gives when you push too hard.
It just clicks.
yeah, it clicks.
It'll go click, click, and then
It's-
you'll set it. You'll preset it,
Mhm.
and once it gets to where you preset it, then you'll be like, oh, okay.
Again, just quickly, what they did wrong with the ABS to send the light out. I'll tell you right now. I went to O'Reilly's and asked them if they could turn off the light. They said they couldn't, and then I asked if I could use a machine to turn off the light, and they were like, "Yeah, you could probably do that."
So their
but-
OBD2 wasn't, because they just gave you the little pocket one. That's usually
Yeah.
so it's not able to do it, but they do have one.
what
that does.
caused the light to go on when they changed the bearings
Okay,
again?
so when they pulled your rotor off, and then they had to take your brake caliper off.
Yep.
So when they took your brake caliper off, they take the brake caliper depress tool and they pushed it in super tight onto the piston right here.
Okay.
I mean, they pushed it in super fast. So what happened was all the fluid was just running past. Well, your sensor is up in here underneath your
well,
hood.
the sensors, isn't it? What's this that's attached to the
This
top?
is your ABS sensor.
Yeah.
But it goes from here. This is where it plugs into your harness. So
Yep.
your sensor's in here, but your fluid runs
The
up
fluid,
into your,
yeah.
into your brake reservoir, and it pushes back on the sensor saying, "Hey,
Okay.
it basically says, "Hey, ABS is bad because the fluid was pushed through it so fast."
Okay, that was the signal, and that set it off.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Wow, this train's just been sitting here for the past 2-3 minutes, teasing us right on the intersection. A couple of guys turned around and gone further down the road to try to beat it. It's just a short train. Okay, good. Be almost out of here.